Hello. Thank you for joining us for what is going to be a great conversation in multiple parts with two amazing artists who will be coming to Purdue in February, Abigail Washburn and Wu Fei. Purdue audiences met Abigail Washburn in 2019 alongside her partner, Bela Fleck. We are excited to welcome her back to Purdue alongside her Nashville neighbor, Wu Fei. Their multilingual collaboration offers a cross-cultural trek across continents that we know will resonate with many in our community. Today, we're going to talk with both of them in an attempt to learn more about their individual artistic paths and influences, as well as what brought them together. Without further ado, I am delighted to welcome Abigail Washburn and Wu Fei. Welcome to you both.
Hello, Mike.
Hi, everyone.
I'm so delighted to have the opportunity to connect with you both today. And if it's okay, I'd love to start with some questions specifically for Abigail.
So after graduating high school in Minnesota, I went to the Colorado College, and there I was opened up to so many possibilities of things to learn about. And one of the things I saw immediately hanging on the wall of the cafeteria while I was eating one day was a sign that said, "Study Chinese in China." And this was when I was 18 years old. And I decided if my parents could help me afford it, I was going to do that. So I spent 7 weeks the summer after my freshman year in China, and just blown away by the gargantuan chasm of understanding and difference between perception of reality, between what I was learning through the Chinese language and being in China and how I felt being there. So I really wanted to learn more about, when I came back to the States, I decided I really wanted to dedicate myself to understanding how to close the gap of how I felt so different, and how I wanted to explore how I could find ways to feel more connected, which really was a lingering piece of just a thread throughout my life of moving and wanting to find connection and struggling to find it, and finding my meaning in these new contrasted environments. And once I really dove into that, that place of bridge building between the two cultures, finding those bridges within myself, I just couldn't stop. And so when I found music in my life later in my university time, and I found I think it grew out of this longing I had to find common space. And when I was hearing Doc Watson, I heard a record of Doc Watson singing and playing Shady Grove on the old time banjo, clawhammer banjo style. I felt this Americanness in it that was so deep and ancient. Of course, as I've studied it more and more, I understand that it's the sounds of the native people, but even more the immigrants who came to America, and that mixing of all of those things. And it started to give me a sense more of my identity once I heard that music in American, and it gave me a sense of something that could be shared across cultures, because I had heard this beautiful folk music in China as well. So I thought, well, maybe I study some of this folk music for my own American folk music, for my own sense of my identity as a country, a person who belongs to a nation and a country, and also as a person that wants to reach out and other specific. So it's like the banjo became like this amazing vehicle, not just the banjo, but this American early folk music became this vehicle for deep connection in China. And I'm so glad it came into my life, because I didn't really go searching. I think that I in life, and it's totally directed my path as I've gone forward in life. And now it's several decades since several decades, I say, when I was in my early 20s is when I really found that that place in between where I wanted to exist and bridge and pursue self-understanding and a purpose, a role in helping others understand each other. And I still am passionate about it. I mean, these last 2 years with COVID, I still went to school online for Chinese during the summers, because it's where I want to be. It's what enlightens me about myself and about the world I live in.